and gentlemen, welcome to On Your Mark. I am Mark E. Xtreme. Here with me, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Shad Gaspard.
He is. Thank you for coming.
Right picture. What's your name again?
Mark E. Xtreme.
Hold up. Did he brush his teeth before he started? He had anybody got a mint real quick? No?
I put a mint in before I started this thing.
Okay, so we'll just
Can you talk into your mark?
Sorry, just okay, just set that out then. Okay, no worries, we'll start off. All right, e-wrestling, right? Okay.
So, what's it like being a part of the Primetime Players?
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't know. I'm Shad Gaspard. I think you're thinking of Titus O'Neil. He's the one with the whistle and the dancing and the ball head. No. You know, they got the millions of dollars. We got the money, yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's totally different thing.
All right, back on track. Sorry about that.
No worries. It happens. Sometimes we all look alike, you know.
This business bangs you up a little bit and forget things. I've forgotten a lot, man. Over 15 years in this business, I get it.
See, 15, damn.
Yeah, man. Been in it for 15 years.
How old are you right now?
I'm 26.
Really?
Absolutely.
You're really pushing that 26?
Yeah. What the hell does that mean?
You're working at 26. You look good.
I look good? Damn right I look good.
Some trailer track.
All right, let's get back on the...
All right.
So, why did you get into pro wrestling?
Honestly, it's one of the things I want to do since I was a kid. And I literally, you know, I like achieving goals. So I wanted to be so when I started as a fighter. I started doing amateur boxing when I was 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I started doing martial arts when I was 8. And then I started doing amateur wrestling when I was 10. And that led me up to turning pro when I was 16, doing mixed martial arts and more. And so then from there, I became a bodyguard and then a pro wrestler with WWE.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can completely relate, man. I started training when I was 13. This boy Tommy Shoes back in my backyard, and just set up some mattresses, just did it ourselves, man. We didn't need any of that fancy man. Some of the greatest memories in that backyard.
Just you and another guy on the mattress.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I'm just saying I can relate because
No. I mean, totally. I mean, like, you know, fighting in, you know, Gleason's gym, in a ring, you know, training with, you know, guys like, you know, Johnny Rods later on when I started wrestling and stuff like that. And on OVW.
What's his name?
Johnny Rods. Yeah.
Has he been in the WWE?
A Hall of Famer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah.
don't know him.
Trained Tommy Dreamer, Taz, a lot of the guys like that from New York.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's the coolest match you've been a part of?
I really don't know because honestly I like all my matches. Like I like a lot of my matches for different reasons. Some of them are funny, some of them are just like, you know, they're cool because they were at certain locations.
Yeah.
But I really never thought about, you know, just one particular match as me.
Because I know what I think your coolest match was.
I'd love to hear it.
I think it was when you wrestled the Big Show and Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I liked that.
You know what's funny? There's a lot of people don't notice. There's a big passing of torches that were happening in that match because Jericho literally, you know, gave me a lot that a lot of guys wouldn't let me do to them, and he basically let people know during that match that I could work by letting me do certain moves to him and giving me certain spots and giving me free reign. And so did Big Show. He pretty much helped me show everybody that I can work.
And I was in this tag match one time with Tim, the Jewel Man Taylor, and Al Gorland, and it was the most physical tag team match I've ever been a part of. It was tables. I think there were tables involved. That's all I can remember. And I remember Al Gorland looked at me in that match, and he said, "Brother, this is you. This is all from now on. It's you," because it was his territory went up before I came in. And then in that match, he looked me in that, like, I think when Jericho looked you in your eye, probably in that match, were you in a headlock? What were you in?
We were in the locker room when he let me
know. I was in the match. He had me in a wrist lock, and I'm looking up at him, and I'm tapping the shoulder. You know.
Yeah, I know.
And he's like, "This is your time now, brother." And then after that match, I haven't seen him since.
Really?
He just disappeared.
You know what's funny? Like, you said Tim the what?
Tim the Jewel Man, because he'd wear all these, he'd like a bling.
And Al
Gorland, because he would gore guys like Rhino.
Was their team named Home Improvement or no? No.
Why haven't you been on TV lately?
Oh, actually, I have. I've been on different networks. So most wrestling fans, some wrestling fans see me on TV shows like Law and Order, Special Victims. I had a big scene with Ice-T, and also been on TV Land, The X's, with Donald Faison. I had a really big scene with him as a guest star.
I'm not familiar with these wrestlers.
They're not wrestlers. They're actually Hollywood celebrities. You don't know what Law and Order is? Ice.
Not familiar with that promotion.
Ice.
They haven't asked me to work that one yet.
They're on USA.
Really?
Yeah.
Late night?
Sometimes with marathons.
Do you have any crazy stories from wrestling?
And I can tell you this story. Me, Umaga, Shelton, Charlie, and my partner JTG and Armando Estrada and Mike Yoda. We're all crammed in this like giant SUV, and we're driving, from a house show. And so I was driving first, and then Hassan, it was his turn to drive. We told him to get gas, and so we're driving through the mountains, and we're like, get gas. He's like, nah. He starts playing the song, push it to the limit, and so we're driving up these hills, and literally we get to like the middle of the hill, and the car just stalls out, and we all got pissed. We all got pissed at Hassan, but a car comes down the road, and I flag it down, and so we sent Hassan and Charlie and Shelton to go with him to go get gas. So they go get gas with this guy that we have no idea who he is. Yeah. And so me and Umaga and JTG are in the car in Kyoto, and they're in the back sleeping. Me and Umaga in the front seat, and we're watching Rock versus Hogan on my iPod, and it's like playing through all the speakers. And so we're just sitting there chilling, and next thing you know, somebody just comes banging on the window. I'm like, holy shit. And it's like these two rednecks, and we're out of nowhere, and they're like, you boys need some help? And I'm like, oh shit. Like Umaga looks at me, I'm like, this is going to happen. This is a movie. We're going to kill these guys. And so I'm like, you ready? He's like, yeah. So we get out the car ready to kill them. They're like, yeah, our buddy told us you guys were stuck up here. We got some gas right here. Here you go. And they filled up our gas tank. And
really?
And apparently they were fans who were at the show. And like their buddy called them. And they're like, we got some gas in the barn. We would drive it up to them.
I got one better. Listen to this. I had a match a couple years back. It was me and Johnny the Slayer Johnson. And we were standing back right before we walked out the curtain, and man, I just chugged 3 beers right before I walked out, and then I just said,
"Oh, you just drank 3 beers before you wrestled?"
Right before I wrestled, and then I just went out and did it, man. That was the craziest. That's just the craziest story I got from wrestling.
Oh, you drank 3 beers before you went out to wrestle?
Yeah. I'm sorry that you can't live on the wild side like some of us, but.
No, I mean, I could live in a wild side, but what if you hurt the guy?
Okay, brother. I get it. You want to play it safe, but I'm Marky Xtreme, right? I like to play things on the wild side, and sorry that you TV guys play it safe, but us backyard entertainers like to take it to the extreme.
Backyard entertainers.
I'm a backyard entertainer. Did you and JTG, did you guys get into a lot of trouble for selling those fake numbers at the Royal Rumble?
No, not really.
Next question. I know you guys, you stole a lot of things on TV. And I just wanted to, between me and you, I just wanted to say we got a lot of equipment here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to steal anything today, are you?
You do realize I'm quite well off thanks to my intelligence, right? Like not because of my wrestling, because of my intelligence, I'm actually very well taken care of.
So you're not going to steal anything?
Maybe your girl.
So you've never held a world title?
No.
It's probably because you're lacking the skill. I mean, if you ever want to, I could teach you a few things.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know you just wrestled a show tonight here, and I appreciate you letting me sit down and talk to you.
No. Honestly,
I've seen you staring at my belt. The whole
I
time.
have, because one of the things I wanted you to teach me is how to misspell, wrestling. But no, but I mean, honestly, you could teach me other things too as well. I mean, I'm sure that you have a plethora of skills. Seriously.
I just want to say again, I've been the backyard wrestling undisputed world heavyweight champion for 15 years. So if you want to look at this, you got to sign the contract, brother.
So in no time in that 15 years, you have any time to learn, phonics,
Eat this, CM Punk. 15 years. A lot of days. A lot of days.
If you sound the words out, you can hear each letter better. So it's like
do you know CM
wrestling. Punk? Yeah, actually I do. He's actually I wouldn't call Punk a good friend, but we're good friends. We don't talk all the time, but when we do see each other, we're always good friends.
He's the best.
Honest to God, I give him that credit. He's one of the best. Yeah.
You ever met The Undertaker?
Yes, very, very big fan and learned a lot from him.
You ever met Triple H?
Yes, very, very big fan. Learned a lot from him. Yeah.
All right, dude. I gotta ask you something between us. Why the hell did you work with John Cena? Come on, dude. Really?
Because an idea was brought to our attention.
It made you look so lame, man. You guys, Cena, dude. It's Cena.
It is Cena, but you know what? It's you got to try new things, and the idea was brought to our attention, so we tried it out. We hoped it would go better than it did. It went well. It could have went great, but
I don't think it went well at all. Sorry.
It went pretty well. It could have went great, but hey, things happen. I'm pretty chill on it.
All right, man. How did you guys become friends with George Bush?
I'm sorry, George. Oh, you mean?
How did you two, Crime Time, who you say you're a part of,
Mm-hmm.
how did you become friends with George W. Bush?
He's got the best weed. Seriously.
You condone marijuana.
Absolutely.
You guys got that?
Yeah. I'm actually my family were West Indian, so in our country it's legal.
In my country, it's not completely legal yet.
But a lot of you guys still smoke it.
You're in America.
I am,
and I represent my country proud. So if you got a problem with the way we run things around here, you need to get out.
I never understood that concept, because it's like once the
stop
same
trying to make
guys
excuses,
that say
man.
that.
Stop trying to make excuses. You go up to a bear. You go up to a bear and say, "Hey, you got fur. You ain't welcome in my woods."
No, I go to a bear and say, "What the f-? It's a bear."
I go up to a bear and I say, "I respect you because you are a bear."
Does he go,
He's a damn bear. He doesn't talk back to me.
He doesn't go,
Bear looks me square in the eyes because I'm Marky Xtreme, and he says, "I respect you."
The bear doesn't speak to you, but he says, "I respect you."
Next question.
I mean, you look like you're part bear. You sure your daddy's not a bear? Because you're kind of hairy there.
Please stop.
I'm just saying.
We talked about before the interview. Don't make fun of my hair.
Because your wrist tape is
that was the one thing we talked about.
I know, but you have the hairiest blonde
Sorry, I
hair.
don't shave my arms like a girl.
But it's like it stops right here.
Stop.
It's like it stops.
Stop. We stop.
All right. Sasquatch.
Is Vince McMahon really as crazy as he is on TV?
Yes, but he's crazy in a different way.
Explain.
We're flying over to Iraq to go do some with the troops and
do what with the troops?
Do tribute for the troops and a show for the show.
For the troop?
No, tribute for the troops.
Oh.
To show for all the troops in Iraq, Afghanistan, and stuff like that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and so.
Haven't been invited, but I've heard of it.
If you enlist, you get a free ticket.
I'm not talking about serving. I'm talking about working the show.
Oh, working. Oh, well, you have to be able to work, do the show. That's the only thing that's holding you. If there wasn't that rule, you'd be in it. But no, we were gonna do tribute for the troops and me and Miz are sitting there drinking, and Vince comes by and he looks at me, with a weird look in his eye, and he walks around me and Miz. He just walks around and he's kind of cautiously. I'm like, what the looking at? And he just goes like this. I'm like, what do you mean? And he crop dusted me and Miz. Yeah, so he's a cool boy. He's a cool, fun guy to hang out with.
Got that on camera. Vince McMahon farts.
Hey, we're all human.
What is your greatest moment? in pro wrestling?
I think we did Madison
I
Square
know
Garden.
mine.
And
Mine is
right there, like right when after we done
I'm not
like,
done.
we done
I'm
the
not
match,
done. I'm not
and
done.
like
I'm not
I know.
I'm not
'cause
done.
I know. I was talking. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I'm not done.
I know. Don't worry about it. It's okay. They'll understand. Right after the
I
match,
was
I literally
jumping
came up to the like
off of
ropes,
the
and
Hurley's
then
roof.
like I
The
see
two
all my
flaming
boys
tables
and
was
my
a
neighborhood
frog
right there
splash.
outside. So
And,
it was actually really good. It was actually really
great-
cool.
It was a really cool.
Because like
it
all
was
my boys from
actually
neighborhood
a
came
really cool
there,
moment.
and like my boys
And,
Kyle, Omari,
everybody was cheering.
Amarion, they all
There was
came out to see the
32
show, and they all
people
got
there.
good front row seats. And it was like Brooklyn was in the house, and the whole crowd was like there, and they all just cheering for me. I was like, oh, this is
amazingly
up. It's MSG,
Got the
know.
3
But you know what I'm
count.
saying? Like sometimes guys
Held up the
overdo the
belt.
thing, and they kind of don't understand that.
My
That
girl
when you
ran
come
up.
out there and you see
was
like your
like one
friends
of
and
those
families,
Rocky
it's one of those moments
moments,
where you just know,
Adrian,
you know, saying
I
the
did it,
family's right
but-
there. So it's kind of special to me.
It was kind of special.
Yeah, it's you know what I say? It was awesome. It was awesome to me. It was awesome
Next
to me.
question.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Hmm?
I heard
I was
you.
you saying. Oh, I'm sorry. I knew you asked a question. I thought you. All right. So I thought you were done. I'm sorry about that.
This is my show.
I
It's my
apologize.
show, Shad.
I apologize. I didn't mean to step on your toes.
I heard
Oh,
you.
you're gonna say that.
Stop it!
Oh, you're gonna ask a question.
Stop!
Now. Oh, you're asking a question now. I didn't know you were asking a question. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Stop it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't be. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Not a. I'm not a.
I didn't say. I didn't say you were. There's a camera right there. It says I didn't say you were. I didn't say you were.
Let me ask you the next question.
I said don't be. You know. You know what I'm saying?
We're cool.
Yeah. No, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah.
Heard you
You
stood
said we
bodyguard.
are.
I can play this game all day.
I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what? Ask your question. Go ahead. Knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I said, yes, I did used to bodyguard Mike Tyson.
Why did you
Shamar
read
Moore.
my card?
Well, I honestly couldn't really read the scribble, but I saw that with the T-Y.
Shut up.
So I kind of realized it was Tyson. I didn't know because, I mean,
I didn't have a lot of time. I had to train today.
Mike
To write
is
the cards.
Mike is not spelled with a C, by the way, in case you're wondering. So there's that.
Why did you bodyguard him though? It doesn't really make much sense. He's like a lot meaner and like badder than you.
Oh no, quite. Yeah, I've seen Mike in the ring training, and he's the baddest man on the planet. But even the baddest man on the planet doesn't want to be touched.
Okay.
Can you please get him a minute, please? It's as hard right now as it is.
Sit down.
It's like he
Sit
had
down.
bad onion
Sit down.
shawarma. Seriously,
Sit down. Sit.
seriously,
Sit
it's
down.
it's bad. All right.
All right. Chad, I'm putting on. This is kind of hard for me to ask. I'm putting on a.
I don't go that way, and I like women.
That's not what I was going to ask.
Okay.
I'm putting on a show.
I honestly thought because of the way you present yourself, that was the next question. I
What the hell
apologize.
does that mean?
Well, you come off kind of.
Are you farting?
No, you come off kind of.
I'm not following.
Dude, come on! I see how you look at me. Come on, it's not a big deal. It's okay, man. It's a compliment. I take it as a compliment. Thank you very much.
I'm a worker.
Dude.
I'm putting on a show in a couple weeks, and I just wanted to make sure you'd be cool with working it, right?
It depends on my schedule. If I'm available, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing anything.
I already put you on flyers. I already put you on the flyers.
It's not my fault.
I figured that since I was interviewing you, we were cool. Like,
No. I honestly don't. I honestly not answer that because no.
could you at least plug it? Could you plug my show? Just read that. Please read that. If you can't work my show, friend Chad, my best friend, then at least plug my show that I've wasted $30 for flyers on. Could you do it in character? In your gimmick?
Ask for a lot. Saturday, February 23rd.
No, come on, man. Come on, please. I have to like fix all the flyers now. This is the least you could do.
Okay, John.
Saturday, February 23rd.
Okay,
Johnson's backyard, Babson Park, Florida.
Johnson isn't
The
spelled-
Johnson's
Yeah,
backyard.
it's not spelled with a T. You don't spell Johnson's with a T. It's
I'm
not-
telling you what
it's
to
not
say then.
Johnson.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you what to say.
Okay. All right. You know what? Hey, how about this? Got an idea.
What?
tell me what to say, and I'll just say it. That's why I didn't.
February 23rd,
February 23rd,
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Johnson's backyard.
Johnson's backyard.
Babson Park, Florida.
Babson Park, Florida.
$2.
$2. You can't beat that. $2.
Great Trampoline American Bash.
The Great
7.
Trampoline American Bash, number 7, because number 5 and 6 were too crazy. We got to do it number 7.
You heard it first from Chad, everybody.
Be there.
So I was wondering, since like you're good with everybody up in the Fed, could you give John Laurinaitis my number? Because I've been like for a while, I've been trying to get in touch with him because I'm past ready.
There's only a small problem with that.
What's that?
John Laurinaitis doesn't run talent relations anymore.
I don't care who runs it anymore. I want to get my tape in. I'm ready to work.
I get you. I feel you. I mean, a lot of guys, they just send in their tapes, but a lot of guys try to trim down.
They need that extra push, man. We're boys now, right? Right?
Please don't touch me. Yeah, let's go. No, I mean, you got good cardio.
Yeah.
I
jump on trampolines every day.
Every day you jump on trampolines.
I jump on trampolines with weights. Remember the guy in Beyond the Mat? I took his training regimen.
Wait, you jump on trampolines with weights, like dumbbells.
With weights, very light ones, just to keep the flexibility and the cardio up. And man, he was ready, so I thought that's a good little training regimen.
And you burn a lot of fat doing that.
All of it.
I mean, I could tell you're at least 35% body fat. That's less than half, right? So you're doing good, right?
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm being serious. You're
making fun of me.
If I was making fun of you, I'm sure you wouldn't know.
Why is your finish the boot?
It's actually
pretty freaking simple.
Well, actually, one of my setups is the boot, but my main finisher is the STO. It's a Japanese judo move that I was taught to by. I'm gonna take it taught it to me.
I just try to keep it simple.
So it's STO. So I just took it and it says Shad taking over instead of super.
It really sounds confusing. I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about? You got anything you want to plug?
Nothing in particular right now.
Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, my Twitter is Shad Beast. I don't really plug it that much because I just like fans who like me to ask to follow me. I don't want the world following me.
Okay.
So
cool. All right, buddy, on your mark, get set. We got to go. This has been On Your Mark with Chad of the Crime Time. Thank you, man.
Millions of dollars.
Cut.
Good? Yeah.
You want to